welcome to my channel. My name's Andrea the Cumbrian Crafter. I've come on today to show you my 5th batch of index cards which I've been making this past week for the DY iCAD 2025 challenge hosted by Tammy over on Instagram. I'll leave all the links needed in the description box down below. We start today with day 29 and the prompt was sunrise. So for this one I've used a stamp set by Hobby Art Limited. I really like the farmhouse and barn on this one, and I've also used the gate and the trees just to create this scene. I've done some watercolour painting to colour that in, and then some distress oxide in the sky just to create that blue pink in the sky, and then a mask to help me create the sun coming up from behind the farmhouse. I've got day 30 was Parker tree. Quite a straightforward one. I've just printed out a Parker tree sort of pattern, parquet flooring, sprung to mind immediately, but printed that out and coloured that in, and then I've just popped some black die cuts on top, some butterflies and dragonfly on there because they stand out quite nicely on there. We've got day 31 was mint green. So for this one I've just covered the whole of the iCAD in cracked pistachio distress oxide ink and then spritzed it with the Tim Holtz distress mica stain in merry mint, and once that dried I've just done some stamping with the VersaFine Clair warm breeze, and then on top I've stamped out the flower, heat embossed and coloured that in, and that was taken from this stamp set here, Dotty Daisies. So that was that one. The next one is day 32 and it was distortion. So for this one I've just had a flick through some magazines that I had lying around, and I found one that sort of had a lady on one of them and the Scream painting by Edward Munch on the other one. So I've just used a little tool, the gyro cut, and just cut out both images, laid them on top of each other, clipped them together so they were cut out both exactly the same, and then I've just alternated each image just to sort of give that distortion. I've found that idea or similar idea on Pinterest, and then I've just typed out the word distortion to go down that side there. The next one is day 33 and it is lace. This is my lace one. I struggled with this one as well. I have got quite a few bits of lace in my stash, but I don't really work with it very often. I've just put the dictionary definition of it on there, and there's 2 strips of it there, and there's some tape, gold tape in the background, which is also like a lace pattern. And I've just got like a painty background there, just a few little pieces of ephemera, some book page on there, and a little wax seal in white just covered in gold. So that was for lace. And then day 34 is fireworks. Had a lot of fun with this one. I've taken, it's not quite black, it's like a really dark grey piece of card to start with, and then I saw a tutorial on, where was it? It must have been YouTube. I think I started out looking on Pinterest, it took me to YouTube, and it was actually kids using plastic straws that you snipped the end open, and I thought, well, we don't have plastic straws anymore, so I found a couple of paper straws that we had just in the kitchen, and I've just cut them down, and you basically just dip the end of that into the paint and then onto the page, and just different sizes, trying to create the look of fireworks. And then I've just added these extra little sort of round splodges on the end, and I just thought, well, I'll just leave it like that. I think I don't really need to add any more to that. I was quite pleased with that one. And then finally today I've got day 35 and it is a vanishing point. So I've just a mixture of things. I've used my Lavinia stamps to use the sort of path that vanishes into the distance to give it the vanishing point, and I've used some toadstools from Lavinia, and then just these from Do Crafts trees with the leaves and different pieces of foliage all stamped. I've used some watercolour paint just to give the illusion of the sort of hills there, and some birds in the sky, and I've just got the little sentiment there, take time to explore, and I've got one of the little Lavinia bunnies there. So those are my iCads for this week. So thank you for watching today, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.